I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Let's go.
If you're ready to party, let me hear you scream. You're listening to Locura Radio Show.
Here on Indie Jamz.
This is DJ Sam Wise. I'm here with...
This is Reese.
And Val.
Hey guys, good morning. We're on Indie Jamz. This is Locura Radio Show. If you don't know us, you're about to get to know us here real soon. How are you guys doing this morning?
We're amped. It's our first Saturday morning on the air, doing the Locura crazy Saturday morning brunch, mimosa, wake up on a Saturday show, whatever we want to do it.
Coming from a Friday night where we're just chilling to a Saturday morning, I'm like, oh. I'm like halfway asleep, but it's okay. We're going to make this work.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Is it a change for you, Val? Are you up early?
I am not an early riser whatsoever. This was very hard for me. It was very difficult. I saw that Reese had called us this morning.
Like
I was still in bed.
Dang.
So,
No bueno.
no, it's like, listen, snooze button. Wait until that. She told me she was on her way, taking a shower.
Listen, that's the price we pay for being a morning show now, right? So
I know,
now we have to
know.
be like, get up, get hype, get everybody else hype. You know,
Hey, I'm telling you
the
guys
switch.
right now, if you guys don't know us, you're about to get to know us here real soon.
Real soon.
We're
Yeah.
going to be your favorite radio show ever on Indie Jamz.
That's right.
Hey, if you guys are following us so far, we're on Facebook Live on Locura Radio Show. Or if you're driving or going to brunch right now, go to the TuneIn app on Indie Jamz. We don't want you to get into a car accident. Come on. And today is a special day.
It's an extra special day.
21 years ago.
Why are you playing?
I'm just saying.
I'm over here like, please don't do it. Please
21
don't do it today.
21 years ago, our producer LV, happy birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday, happy
Thank
birthday.
You so much.
Feliz
You know
cumpleaños,
what's funny
Saki.
is my girlfriend's son wakes up this morning. He's like, how old are you? I'm like, shh, don't tell anybody. I'm like, 21. He's like, stop playing. I'm like, 19.
Nah, you don't want to be 19. You want to be 21.
I'm
Come
going to
on.
be a legal age to drink.
Listen, if I could just go back and start over again. No, I'm just kidding. Everything happens for a reason, right?
Yeah,
right.
For sure. But yeah, we're going to get into some music. Then we're going to get some topics. We got LeBron James going to the Lakers. Craziness. We got some World Cup action. And we had some new albums drop this week. So in case you missed it, we're going to
Lots to
catch you
talk
up.
about.
Then we have some cool topics. Stay tuned. And I'm going to be spinning your favorite jams tonight. Or this morning. Dang.
Yeah, gotta get used to it. Gotta get used to it.
I'm DJ Sam Wise and enjoy.
Hey, this is Val, and you're listening to the Locura Radio Show. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Locura Radio Show. See you there. Hey, we're back, Locura fam, on a Saturday morning. I am awake. I had a whole cup of coffee. Actually, I had a grande cafe from one of my favorite places, Starbucks. Hello.
One of my favorite.
Shout out to Starbucks. That is not an endorsement. I just like coffee.
Hashtag waste of money.
Hashtag cut the check.
Hashtag Reese paid for it.
Hashtag coffee life, and I don't care.
Dunkin' Donuts is way better.
Ew.
Ew, no.
It tastes like old coffee grounds. I just can't do
That
it.
was so disrespectful.
No, bro. It feels like Starbucks just burns their. I don't know.
No, I feel like I could have gotten behind you if you said like Cuban coffee over Starbucks.
Oh well,
but,
Cuban.
but
hey,
not
we're
Dunkin' Donuts.
I drink this Pete's coffee.
Where's that from?
I don't know. I got it from
It's from the
Publix.
Keurig.
Oh,
You know what? I don't even belong on this show. I'm going home.
I'm just joking. I know. I swear by my Keurig. But I found like this Kona coffee from Target.
It's really good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And it's from the Keurig, which,
Yep.
I know it's sacrilege or whatever, but it has caffeine. That's
all
what
that
matters to me. My sister would kill me.
I did the bougie thing, and I bought the plastic reusable Starbucks cup, and I use my Keurig at home. I take it to work every morning.
And you're like, hey, this is really Starbucks.
Dang.
Starbucks every day.
Let us know in the comments. Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks? Let
Yeah,
us know. I wanna
Starbucks
know.
is my life.
I love Dunkin'. I feel like it tastes great. Anyways,
Tastes
so
great, less filling.
I can't believe this is a real debate right now.
slim fast.
It happens.
Oh my God. I'm going to have Val put the poll up on Instagram. Make sure you vote. Starbucks or Dunkin'? What do you like better?
America runs on Dunkin'.
We have this whole debate that's still going on about pop and soda. Don't even.
Soda.
Don't
It's
even.
pop. Stop it.
LV.
And you know they picked that argument while I was at home, right?
Look, I know people call it pop, but I personally have never called it pop in my life. I've always called it soda.
Pop.
Boom.
So if you want to call it pop, pop off. Do your thing. I don't know.
Pop off. I don't
You
care.
know?
Pop.
It don't make a difference to me. Just give me the Pepsi, all right?
Oh my God.
Give me the soda.
All right, you guys. It's time for In Case You Missed It.
Basically, a lot of stuff has happened. So basically, we're almost in the final four of the FIFA World Cup. We talked about this earlier. Yeah, dude, it's amazing.
Pretty intense.
But unfortunately, the final is gonna be early. So the semifinal right now is France and Belgium. That's gonna be the best game that you're gonna be able to catch, because the actual final, it's between Croatia and England. They're okay teams. So if you guys really want to see,
Did Brazil get knocked out yesterday?
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get to see the end. I know, like,
2-1.
my friends were at Disney, and they were, like, taping all the groups of Brazilian people, like, in huddles. Like, the lines had stopped. Everything stopped because people were, like, crowded around phones trying to watch the end of the game.
I don't know why they lost 2-1.
You know what, though? Who'd they play again?
Jamaica, right?
No,
No.
Jamaica.
What?
I thought that's what they
They
said.
didn't even qualify.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
it was Brazil.
It was Brazil
versus
and-
Belgium.
Yeah,
Belgium, sorry.
Belgium beat Japan, which was a crazy game in itself. They've been saying it from the beginning. Belgium's gonna take it all. And you know what? They really showed me in that game. I was kind of low-key excited to see the game yesterday, but Sam just blew that for me. So thanks for letting me know they lost.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, my
My
bad.
heart just slightly broke a little bit, but I'm not Brazilian, so I'm good.
Is soccer like a new, like, craze that everybody's like picking up because we have the Orlando City Soccer here now?
Soccer
Because
is
I remember in
big.
Detroit, I never, like, we don't do soccer. Like, when I first moved here and people were going crazy for soccer, I was like, wait, people do that outside of Europe? Like, who watches soccer?
I think soccer is more international, and I don't think you can go wrong being international.
No, I don't disagree at all.
So, you know,
It's been an
just about
experience to learn it.
expanding your horizons.
Well,
you know?
Right.
It's not for everybody.
Well, it's not the thing either. So, like, I was into soccer until I lived in Miami with all the international people.
Yeah.
And the first year I was there was last year's World Cup, the last World Cup. It's crazy. You have people getting out of work lunchtime. Hey, from 12 to 1, no, from 12 to like 3, I won't be in the office. I'm going to be in the bar watching the game.
You know what? The time difference is crazy, too, because I have friends who were Brazilian, and this was a few years back for the last World Cup. I mean, 10 a.m., they're at, World of Beer, or they're at Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's crazy.
Getting beers,
Yeah.
pictures and pictures. Like,
It's never too
go
early.
Brazil. And I'm just like, I'll take 2.
That's just like tailgating for football. Like you wake up at 8,
Yeah. and they
7,
do it all
8 in the
day.
morning and start, drinking and eating and barbecuing and.
No,
I'll be
you've
in my
never
bag.
tailgated?
Nah, unfortunately.
I've
Oh,
never
so
gone, but
much
I've always
fun.
wanted to. I've never had a group of friends that would go. Like, I would so be down.
Well, football season right on the corner. Well,
Yeah.
Locura Day.
Yeah.
So,
UCF game, here we come.
or Tampa.
Or
Bay
Tampa,
Buccaneers.
yes. Oh, yeah,
Right?
my God.
Yeah,
that's
maybe.
Are
Crazy.
you a
Yeah,
Bucks
probably.
fan?
I'm a Bucks fan.
Oh.
Andrew's a massive Bucks fan.
I
He's
was just gonna say
ridiculous.
you're done, dude.
Ugh.
Hey, we're besties, and they go off to games.
It's over.
a wrap.
It's over. He's gonna forget Reese and
We're gonna
move
be
on
good.
to Drew.
We're gonna be good this year.
Oh, my God.
That's
telling
what
you right now.
that's what you guys always say.
Speaking of sports, let's talk the LeBron channel, as Val calls it.
The ESPN is now the LeBron channel.
Well, not anymore. They chilled on
They
it.
slowed down.
It slowed down.
Barely.
Yeah.
So what was the hype about? What happened?
No, so he was supposed to sign with the Cavs, or he was a free agent. He didn't opt into his contract on Friday, and then Sunday he turns around and goes to LA. So hey, that's a good move for him. I don't have any complaints about that.
Wasn't the pay like 3 times what the Cavs were offering him? Somebody said
Not
105 million for a
I think
5-year
it's a-
contract or something.
It's
Wouldn't he have
124
gotten
before.
more?
He would have
Stay
gotten
with the
more
Cavs?
with Cleveland.
Ooh.
He would have
Yeah.
gotten more to stay in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he
yeah.
left. But it's not about the money with LeBron. He just wants to go to a team that could actually
Win.
win, and he's trying to do movies and stuff like that. So
He wants to be
LA is
there.
always a catalyst for that.
And plus, Magic Johnson now is
The owner,
Head-
not the owner, but the general manager.
general manager of the
Yeah.
team, right?
So he makes all the moves. They're getting stacked. But then Golden State.
I
just
know
wants to
they're
add
getting
more.
stacked too.
They got Boogie, which is a big center. So
Yes.
that's gonna be a big deal. They're fully loaded to win it again. I don't know if LeBron could win the West, but the east of Orlando
The east of
I know where you were last night.
Sorry. The NBA, the Eastern Conference, has a good chance to have somebody new in the finals, so that's exciting.
That's exciting.
The Orlando Magic won't be there, unfortunately.
You know,
Oh man,
we've been missing out on purpose. You know, we've been missing out on purpose.
I'm an Orlando Magic fan.
Yeah.
Like since
he still has a Penny Hardaway jersey. That's how.
That's classic.
that's Tracy McGrady. Number
Boy.
one, I'm telling
Oh my
Stop
gosh.
playing. That's
I'm
super.
telling
I was rocking my Vince Carter jersey the other day, and people were calling it classic, and I'm like, nah. Hardaway classic.
O'Neal.
Wow.
It's Shaquille O'Neal.
Dang, you went back, bro.
As long if you have a bobblehead still, the Penny Hardaway bobblehead.
What? I know somebody who does have
Really?
it.
That's
Yes.
so crazy.
I want to see it.
I want to see it.
Also, in other news, in case you missed it, some albums dropped. You have the new Drake album. I want to start with that one. I think.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, I think it's pretty good. I'm not a big fan of Drake. The first album I really liked was his EP when he first started. I loved that EP. Hated it when they turned it into an album because all the good songs, a lot of it was left off of it, and they were lost. So I'm not a big fan of that. Just stay what you believe in. But his singles, they're okay. But I really enjoyed this album. I thought it was he opened up a lot. I think it would have been more of a shocker if the whole battle between him and Pusha T didn't come out.
Right.
I think that's what it was meant for, but it's okay. What do you guys think? Did you guys listen to the album?
There's too
at
many
all?
songs.
I think it was very Drake, and that made it disappointing. Does that sound weird? Like, I wanted him to grow.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he started a trend in hip hop, and so I kind of expected him to keep growing and continue on that path, and I feel like he settled into himself. And so while it's okay, it's not like mind blowing. It's not going to be the thing on constant replay in my car.
To your point, I think the days of an album being 10, 11, 16 songs is dead.
I agree.
He should have done. I'm not a big fan of this album. The Nas album is only 9 songs,
And that's where he should have kept it.
and he should have kept it just like that.
That was straight fire. I don't know what I went through when I listened to Nas.
The
I
Nas?
just felt like there was like a exorcism going on in my body. Because you know what? Kanye does have very good production.
Yep.
And then you put Nas on it, and you know, Nas spits realness. So you can actually understand, not to say you can't understand what Drake is saying, but you can relate more.
He's more of a storyteller. He goes back to the days when people were still lyricists, and it's a very welcomed and needed flashback to when hip hop was hip hop.
Here's what I would say: the Nas album, the production from Kanye West, he could have done better. I feel like he could have done better.
I can't
Compared
argue
to-
that either.
Compared to his older stuff, come on.
Listening to Yeezys, and then listening to Cudi, and then listening to Tiana Taylor came out with an album, and then listening to Nas, I kind of had it with Kanye's production because he does have a certain style. So when you listen to it, it's almost like 40 songs all together of Kanye going crazy all over. So at a point, I was like, all right, I can only listen to this for so long because he does. I want to hear something different. Listening to Drake, it was like 2 albums in one, and I found myself skipping a lot of songs because I wasn't hearing anything that hit me or that made me want to listen.
Right.
And then when I went back and listened later, I realized besides the hits that we already hear, there were only like 2 or 3 songs that I would actually fully listen to.
It's like the trailer of a movie that you've already seen, and you're just like, I already seen this movie. I saw the trailer. Whatever. Jurassic World. Oh.
There was nothing that was exciting.
All right, guys. Well, that was in case you missed it. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. Follow us on Facebook, Locura Radio Show, if you're driving, Indie Jamz Radio, or on our website, locuraradio.com. We're going to get into some music. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the mix this morning. See ya.
Oh, hey, Frank Rose here. If you're like me, you drive around a lot. And sometimes when you're driving, it gets pretty lonely. You know what I do? I hop over onto iTunes, download Locura Radio Show, and enjoy the company. We're also on Google Play and Stitcher. So, hey, doesn't matter what kind of phone you have. You can listen to us, and we'll listen to you. Because that's what friends do. Enjoy.
Welcome back to the Locura Radio Show, here with the Locura fam. This is Reese, and I'm here with DJ Sam Wise and Val and LV, our producer. Welcome back, you guys. Sam is spinning today.
Fire.
all fire.
Fuego.
He's lit. Oh wait, did you guys hear the word lit died? We're not allowed to say it anymore.
Oh yeah.
Donald Trump's son went on and
Thanks, Trump.
He
killed
wanna-
it.
Yeah, he killed it.
You over it. You're lit.
It's like, it's get lit.
He killed lit. We can't even say lit
Lit.
anymore.
My
Oh
mother-in-law
God.
says lit. It's lit.
Let's make America lit
Do
again.
that again. It's what?
Have you met her?
Yeah, at your birthday.
Oh yeah. It's lit. I love her to death. It's so funny.
Oh my God.
I would die if I heard that. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Oh, man,
She's-
all
she-
he ever
it's
said is
funny.
lit. I mean,
Everybody would die.
I don't know what I would do.
You would love her. She's so
Oh
she's so much fun.
Well, in honor of us being here on Indie Jams and our new radio station in a new studio, we wanted to talk about new beginnings and like the honeymoon phase, right?
Everything, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously we have our relationship expert and our matchmaker galore, Val. So kick it off.
Hey. Well, I was thinking that like new beginnings and honeymoon phase sometimes doesn't have to be with relationships. It could be with jobs.
Yep.
Like, Reese falling on her face.
My initiation.
She was
phase.
like super embarrassed that it was like, her new job,
Mm-hmm.
but she fell on her face.
Yep.
It's like those initial butterflies. Like you want to impress people. You might put on, a little bit of facade. Like I always tell people to give a little crazy at a time.
Yeah.
Because you can't like throw it up in their face like right in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Scare
Like,
everybody
You gotta
away.
get past those first 90 days. Before they can let you go.
Oh my God.
like the fact that you might have a lot of flatulence problems. Like that's something that
Keep to yourself.
Like keep to yourself for like the little bit, and then I was talking to Gio about this, which is really messed up. So like. I was raised in the military, so like I like to be on time. Mm-hmm. That's just the way I was raised. So when I talked to him in the beginning, I was like, listen, people that are late, it drives me crazy. Mm-hmm. So he was on time for like the first couple of dates. Then one day I go out to dinner with his parents and he's running late, and his mom's like, oh yeah, that's normal. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And like the
Blew up
glass
his spot.
shattered. I was bamboozled, but it was too late. It was too late.
Dang.
What's your favorite part about the honeymoon phase in a relationship or in any kind of setting?
It's just cool. It's just like you're super excited. It's like going to a field trip when you were a little kid. You're like trying to go to sleep, but you don't want to go to sleep. You're so excited. And then a month later, you're like, oh man, I gotta come here again. I gotta come here to work. Oh man.
I think that excitement of like in a relationship, right? When you're digging on somebody or they're digging on you, that constant butterfly, that giddy, stupid smile you get on the face every time a text message comes through.
Smize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That energy, that spark every
Yeah.
time you guys are like in the same room, that crazy, like that's like the best feeling in
And
the
then
whole
when you're
world.
married, you're like, why are you texting me? I'm out work. I'm trying to hang out.
Hey, how real
Stop
can
blowing
we
up my
get?
phone.
How real can we get on a Saturday?
Like honestly,
Right. Right.
Why are you being such a stalker? I'll see you later.
I I guess I won't go too far, but like the affection and stuff when you first
Yeah.
meet someone, you're
Yeah.
all over each
Yeah.
other, kissing, PDA, want to hold hands.
It's like you can't get enough. They're like addictive, right? It's like a
Yeah.
drug. Like you constantly want that
they just
energy.
want
Actually-
just like touch me, just anywhere.
Anywhere,
You don't have
yes.
On my
You don't
face,
have
on my
to like
nose, like, anywhere.
schedule, time,
Yeah.
quiet time together. Now it's like, okay, so are you free tomorrow night between like 10 and 2?
What are you doing in 40 minutes? Can I come pick you up? You want to go have a drink?
Yeah, and you know what? And especially when kids are involved, it gets more complicated. Because
Yeah.
then you really don't get like QT together. 'Cause
Right.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, maybe, and then it doesn't happen. Then you realize it's been like 2 weeks or something goes by, and you guys haven't been affectionate with each other, and I miss that. Yeah.
I know.
Especially if you're trying to complete something, if you have a goal that you're trying to get to, especially in a relationship, in the beginning it's great, you try to make time, but I think we forget, the deeper we get into there after the honeymoon phase, we're like, we gotta continue to do that.
We get
set
comfortable.
the bar here. Yeah.
So what do you do? What are some things you guys try to do to keep it in that area, in that space, to keep it
Well,
fresh?
obviously you have to date your partner.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make time to go out and just be with each other, or spend time with each other. Like lately, this is the oddest thing, but lately Gio wanted to play the PlayStation with me, so he's like, let's play Wheel of Fortune together. So now we're
so
like
cute.
playing Wheel of Fortune together, like two viejitos, you know.
That's cute though.
It is. No, it's we get to spend time, and I like puzzles.
I said a vowel.
He's like, how did you get that? It's like, I don't know. I just like puzzles.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
But is that keeping it fresh? I feel like that it's like I feel like anytime you just like I like spontaneous. So I feel like
Yeah.
when you start to have to like schedule or plan or negotiate to do things, it's like, oh my god, never mind. Just never mind. I don't want to do it anymore. It's like, and I know that's the wrong attitude, but that's like where I get. I'm just like, oh.
That's true.
I think I just recently got like my swagger back in my relationship. Like
Yeah.
I had been working so hard, draining myself, and I didn't realize that my relationship was starving. You know, here's this beautiful woman that I can be with all the time, and I'm you argue and you fight, and I'm like, I'm questioning why it's happening instead of fixing things. And I just was like, you know what? Where are you? In Chicago? I'm on my way, and go and just like have fun and be free. Or we just recently talked about traveling more and doing things together, because that alone was like an eye opener for me. I was like, this is what we've been missing. Like, when you think how to what you want to go back to from the honeymoon phase or the beginning, sometimes you can think that way, or you could just change something now and just make it fresh and make it new, and try to meet each other. Like her picking me up from the airport, I was like, this is so smooth. Like, hi, I missed you.
I agree. I think sometimes you have to do something really crazy and spontaneous to like make you fall in love again. Does that make sense, Val?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
So that you regain that whole like, oh my god, this is new again, kind of.
That's what I say. Dating your spouse, like whether you plan it or you don't, but like somebody has to make the effort.
Right.
It's not. It can't be like all one-sided.
But what about jobs, right? I think you should set expectations for yourself. So, like, if you're bored out of a job, you're out of that honeymoon phase, out of a job, for example, maybe you might not be in a relationship out there. But if you're in a job, set goals. Set goals for
absolutely.
yourself. Be that manager. Be that general manager. Because a lot of people put themselves in a box. They're just like, man, I'm so tired. It's a Monday. I don't want to be at work. Stop complaining. Do your job.
I like how you cross your eyes. That was really funny.
He did it all.
Because that's what you do. Or you're just like,
I mean, I get you, because there are a lot of people out there that complain, but I think a lot of people aren't happy. Not a lot of people are chasing their passions or doing things that actually
But that's what I think
make
you
them
should
happy.
do when it comes to work in order to keep it new. Like I think if you're bored and you're out of the honeymoon phase, then that's your fault, because you let yourself get complacent and comfortable.
Yep.
You're not moving to that next thing. You're not chasing your dream. Like you have to like. But it's easier to control in a work situation than it is in a relationship.
I think it's tough. Work is one of those things where it's tough, because a lot of people like that security of knowing they have a job, when to be
knowing
at
they have
work,
paycheck.
when my boss is going to tell me to do this. I already know they're going to ask me to do this. The paychecks. I like the freedom. I like being free to do whatever I want. Val, you were talking about it with me just recently about the entrepreneur lifestyle.
Oh yeah, that's tough.
But it's not easy.
No, it's not easy. I mean, like props to Elvie, like doing her own thing and moving to her own spot.
Look at these eyes.
You know what I mean? but that's a goal that you didn't want to become complacent. You wanted to go somewhere. You wanted to take it to the next level. Me, I'm fighting it.
Can I be honest?
I'm really fighting it.
Can I be honest? I was fighting it. I was, where you are right now. But I had a supportive partner who was like, no, you're not going to do this. You're going to do it this way, and push me and push me. Even when I was uncomfortable or it made me upset, or I felt like you're doing too much. You need to chill. She didn't stop. She kept going until,
Go, Jess.
Yeah. Now I'm like,
And here
I
you
can't
are.
even
But
be
look,
mad.
that made you fall in love again, right? All over. Not like you were out of love, but that refreshed, renewed.
I don't think that did. I think the going away and getting out of my element and being somewhere and just realizing, I don't know, it's kind of weird, because I never want to be that person that's like realizing what you got. Like, sometimes you get so caught in the norm, you don't see it. So
Well, they say like the best test of a relationship is going on a trip together.
Oh, I didn't
So
know that.
because you're out of your element, you're you can't go home. You can't you have to kind of like survive together in this new place.
Oh,
Right.
Like eat together. You can't necessarily, maybe you can't cook, maybe you have to make decisions like, where are we going today? What are we doing?
Yeah.
So it's definitely a test of your relationship, and it brings you closer together.
It sure did. It sure did.
All right, so where are we going next with music, DJ Samwise?
Hey, so basically we're gonna go into some rudimental, gonna get into some
Yes.
hype. Maybe you're getting out of brunch. Maybe you're getting into your car, gonna go to the theme park, something.
Theme
This
park.
is gonna get you
It's
hyped.
so
I don't
hot
know.
outside.
Hey, or you might just
Listen,
be
if you're
going to
just
the
not
pool.
going to the theme park at 10:45, you got problems.
Dude, I did that.
It's hot.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, middle of the day.
I ain't trying to.
I'm not trying to wait them lines.
I ain't
Stop
trying to.
it.
I'm not trying to wake up at 8 a.m. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, we woke
Smart.
up at 8 a.m. today.
Yeah.
It's different. I love this. Anyways, guys, we're gonna come back and we have a cool segment when we come back.
Ooh.
Yes.
Our love guru.
You okay, so you do not want to miss the premiere of Love Letters with Val. So make sure you are tuned in on the TuneIn app if you're about to jump in that car and head to brunch, or make sure you are watching the behind the scenes live so you can catch all of this, because we will continue to talk about this topic even when the music comes back on. So tune in.
Enjoy.
Hey, this is Reese. Don't forget to check us out at locuraradio.com and follow us on Snapchat and YouTube for exclusive shenanigans at Locura Radio.
Hey, welcome back, Locura fam. This is Val, and we are going to read a love letter to you, and I'm going to answer the love letter as best as I can.
There we go.
I feel like, well, I feel like I'm teaching to my students or something like that.
Kind of, yeah.
It's like supply and demand is. I'm just joking. So the letter says, "Dear Val, I have been married for 2 years and the honeymoon stage is over. Our difference is that we initially thought we could work out. Our differences that we initially thought we can work out have become more apparent. That includes our personal quirks and sexual preferences." In the bedroom's like, womp womp. "I love my husband, but it's hard to admit something's missing. I find myself wanting to wander. We tried talking it out several times. We just talk ourselves in circles with no real solutions or answers. In the end, he seems content to brush it under the rug and keep going like there's nothing wrong. What should I do? Sincerely, mind-wandering wife." Dun, dun, dun. So, we talked about micro-cheating before. So these are like definitely the predecessors to micro cheating, which is like,
Explain what micro cheating is.
it's like when you allow flirting to happen, even though you shouldn't. Like, the conversation is not right.
Mm-hmm.
So you, like, for example, you meet somebody at a bar and he kind of like starts to flirt with you, and you're like, you welcome it, even though like you're married or in a relationship. So you're not necessarily cheating. So that's like the younger sister to cheating, micro cheating. Anyway. So, in a situation like this, it's kind of like, you're at a point where either you need to, revert back to why you started dating in the first place, or, seek professional help.
Like a counselor?
Yeah, couple counseling, because obviously you guys aren't on the same page. And there's, there needs to be some sort of like, mediator, person in the middle, kind of directing you to meet each other halfway again, because your personal preferences, you guys aren't agreeing of what's going on in the bedroom. You possibly would not be agreeing, how to raise your children, or like how to keep up the household, things like that. And if your partner is just brushing it under the rug, that means he doesn't really see a need to fix it. And that's just going to drive you further and further away, especially not you. I'm just saying the person.
Yeah.
Wondering wife. Whoever wrote this letter. So my point is that, like if one part, a relationship, it takes two people. And people say 50-50. No, it's like at least 75 to 100 and 100. Like you shouldn't be putting 50% of yourself out there.
Right.
And like I said, like I think you really need a mediator or somebody to be like, hey, this is really serious, because it's only going to get worse if it doesn't get better. So that's my advice.
There you go.
Any questions? Enjoy.
Have any of you ever been in a situation where you feel like you've been in a relationship like that? Maybe not necessarily married, but maybe in a relationship where things are kind of like starting to go left and you're like desperately trying to get it back? Have you ever?
I've been on the other side. I've been the person acting like nothing's wrong, letting things go, and then looking at the other person like, why are you tripping? Why are you causing unnecessary drama? But the thing is when you really love somebody, you can feel their pain. You can feel when they're upset or something's bothering them. So it takes much more courage to approach them and find a way to fix the problem than it does to just walk around like nothing's wrong. So it takes somebody really strong, number one, and somebody who really cares. And if you're just going to walk away and walk around like you don't care, then obviously you don't. Then why am I wasting my time with you?
Exactly.
Right.
It's harder in a marriage because you guys, it's a lot harder to get out of a marriage as opposed to like breaking up with somebody because, there's paperwork and all that stuff.
Involved.
So, and especially because you made a commitment to each other. And I don't really believe like in the word divorce. And if you make it an option, then you're just looking for a way out.
Right.
So I think I honestly like.
Did everybody hear that?
Guys' perspective, go.
No, I'm 100% agree with you.
Okay.
Divorce is not an option. Okay, but
unless
they cheat, unless they do something that's extraordinary.
Right.
I do agree with your point that at this day and age, instead of working things out, they just quit.
Yep.
And that's not how you work a relationship. Me personally, I believe that hell to high water, whatever happens, you need to work that out.
Yeah.
You're with together, or if you don't want to work it out, just break up. That's on you. I mean, but that's not always the answer. Work it out. If you could honestly say in your heart of hearts, hey, I've tried everything in this relationship.
Absolutely.
And I've tried to work it out. It's just not working. Hey, it's just not for you. That's fine. But at least But if you have a question in your heart that you're like, I could have done this or I could have done that. You didn't do everything possible that you could do in that relationship.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
That was my 2 cents.
I'm going to try not to be too feminist here, but it's coming. There's something about an unhappy woman stuck in a bad situation and a woman overcoming, who she is and realizing how much happier she could be without what I want to say, like a person bringing them down. In a relationship, you're supposed to lift each other up.
Right.
You're wasting time going around in circles about guessing who feels this and who feels that. That's not what a relationship is about.
Right.
There's so much more you could be doing. And I'm not a person that says, okay, yeah, go get a divorce, sign the papers. But geez, how much time are you going to waste trying to make somebody understand how you feel or make them love you the way you deserve to be loved? At a point, you just have to be like, look, this is what I want. And I've had somebody tell me straight to my face, this is what I want. If you cannot give it to me, goodbye.
For sure. You don't want to be a time waster. Basically, if you can't give that.
But you do waste time when you just keep, you think the other person is going to stick around and deal with you, especially
you're taking
when
them
you're
for
married.
granted. Yeah.
When you're married, it's so much easier to do it because you're like, we're married. You're never going to leave me because what is it? Divorce is not an option. So what then? If divorce is not an option, so I'm supposed to stick by while you treat me like this? No.
Negatory.
Every woman, man, everyone should know their worth and don't settle for anything less than what you deserve.
For sure.
Exactly.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes, at least in some of the people I've known, it becomes easier for the woman to just pretend like everything is fine and then literally go about their business like whatever.
Yeah, because we're nurturers by nature.
Yeah,
we want to take
it.
care of everything.
Right.
And when we can't, we kind of feel like, well, there's nothing else I can do but what I'm doing now.
Right.
And it becomes really difficult.
I think I could see that on both ends too, because there's some guys that are in a relationship right now. They're just like, well, I'm used to it,
Yeah, that's how people end up in toxic relationships for way longer than they're supposed to.
Dude, too long. That's what
know?
I'm trying to help
the
people
truth. Yeah.
avoid. If there was some awareness of self-worth and what you really want out of a relationship, you got to be real with yourself. If somebody's not giving you what you want, don't feel bad. I used to look at my girlfriend like she was crazy, and I used to be like, man, you're asking for a lot. Now I'm like, here, whatever you want. It's because it's give and take. If I can make her really happy and she can make me really happy, there's no need to waste time being unhappy.
Right.
I'm not a big fan of that saying, oh, we have to give 50-50. Nah, you both got to give 100 in that relationship.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
If you're not giving 100% of yourself, your mind, your body, and soul, then and this is not to discount, because I know there's somebody in the car, whether the guy or the girl, yeah, you see? Shouldn't be working so much. You know what I'm saying? It's coming from him. That DJ knows what he's talking about.
Number 5 DJ in Orlando.
Number 20. No, but like just what I was saying, like that's not what I meant. What I meant was outside of you working hard out of your job or whatever, work on that relationship, leave whatever's work at home or at work and come home. That's the best bet that you can do.
Yeah.
I think my only thing with, like, it's not that I'm against people giving 100 and then each giving 100, is that there's no room for, like, mistake in there. When you're putting your all into something, that I don't know if I want to. I'm not going to say I don't give my girlfriend my all, because sometimes I feel like I do. But I just want whatever. Let's match each other's effort. How about that? Like,
right.
If you put 80, fine. I'll take 80. And if you put 100, I guess I have to do like 120 now, because I was trying to one up her. But, like, that's what I mean. I don't ever want to give less. But the one thing I can say when it comes to relationships is that is the most important part. Stay true to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And then another thing too, one of my things was a big deal was dreams, talking about you want to do your dreams, right? You have to support her or support him as much as they support you,
Right.
if you're in a relationship, a marriage, whatever it is, their goals, their dreams become yours, and you have to help them accomplish that.
Right.
And that's something that I've always preached myself. So I don't know if that's off topic, but
No,
They're
I
supposed to be your
agree.
cheerleader, right? Like, you're supposed to feel supported, and you're
Yes.
supposed to be your biggest cheerleader, and they're supposed to, like you said, you're supposed to feel uplifted. And, like, to me, like, my biggest thing in a relationship is life provides its own obstacles and drama with zero help, right?
Yeah.
So I don't need you to help life. I need this to be the escape from that. Like,
Right.
this should be the escape from that, not the addition to. I shouldn't leave my stressful job to come home and be like, fudge, I got to come home to that now. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you
I
don't
learned
want
that the hard way. I was like, let me make sure everything is clean. Let me make sure all the food is ready.
Right.
Like, I took on traits that I never even knew that I had in me. Like, I guess you just learn. You learn your person. And you learn what works for them, and then
Exactly.
you know
That's
what works
true.
for you, and then everybody's happy. Let's try to keep it happy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I've been with Gio for almost 6 years. So you learn a lot of things. I become really domesticated. Like, I would have people come over and they just have chips and salsa, and I have like chips and salsa and dips and like, like a whole, I got like crock pots for dips and stuff like that.
I'm sussing.
But Sam, it was nice to hear you talk. Hear a man's perspective
Yeah.
on a relationship. Real quick, you want to shout out your Tinder? You wanna
Nah.
If not today.
If Mike was here,
He'll
would.
give his Bumble account in a minute.
Well, you can reach me on my Bumble business account. Bumble Biz. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I just found out what that was the other day.
I don't even know what it is, but
It's
I'm
like-
still
it's
laughing.
I just heard it a
LinkedIn.
couple days ago. I don't know what it is either.
It's like LinkedIn.
Oh,
But
God.
for dating?
Yeah,
No.
it looks like it.
No, it's for business.
Oh, Bumble's for business?
Yeah.
I thought
No.
Bumble was another dating app.
It
Oh,
is, but they made a business side, I guess.
So you
I
gotta
don't know.
find yourself a business woman. You ain't just looking for
Shut
girls
up.
no more.
Wait a minute.
Bumble Biz.
So a dating app branched off and created a business side?
Yeah.
Yeah, girl. Get
I
you
need-
a
I need them to
business
stop.
man.
That's ridiculous.
So you join the Bumble
6
dating app
figures.
and then you go cross-reference him on his
You go-
and make sure he got a job.
You go
Check
straight
that,
to their
ladies.
salary.
Be smart.
Salary cap.
You know what's funny? Like I've been
stay-at-home
looking.
mom?
I've been looking for.
Right?
I have been like applying, and then I like people on my LinkedIn that I used to date. They're like on my LinkedIn. So they're like, "Do you want this person to refer you?" And I'm like, "No."
I never got into the LinkedIn thing. I mean,
No,
but
me
I signed
neither.
up once because my dad was like, "Mira, vete por LinkedIn." I'm like, "Okay, I have a job, bro. Like, it's fine." So
He just learned new information he wanted to share with you.
yeah, I signed up and then I saw my ex on there and I was like, delete. I was just like, that's not happening.
I didn't even know I have one, but I keep getting emails that people keep adding me to their LinkedIn or wants to add you or something.
Yeah, they
I'm
want
like,
you to
this is-
create a profile.
It's a good source of
Yeah.
networking. I mean, I got one while I was at one of my old jobs because they wanted me to have it in order to network. So, it actually helped me in the long run because as my career progressed and people started to like add you and add skills and all that stuff, you start to network and meet different people. And then when it came time that I needed a new job, it came in really
helped.
handy. I came in really handy.
Let me go ahead and get this LinkedIn real quick.
You'll be meeting people. They're like, we can.
You could be meeting other studio owners across the U.S.
We can boost your social media.
Yep.
They're gonna be like,
we can do marketing.
All right, Val, I might hit you up after the show. We know you do this for a living.
What?
You got the social skills.
Shout out to Fox Hunt.
Valerie at foxhuntdigital.com.
There you go. We awesome hustlers in this building. Stop playing. Side business on top of side business.
I know, right?
Anyway,
That's how we do it.
All right, Mr. DJ Sam Wise, what are you spinning next?
I got some Martin Solveig. If I got it wrong, sorry guys, don't hit me.
That's okay.
They're gonna be.
gonna hit you.
It's said this way. I'm sorry. Okay. Enjoy.
Hey, Frank Rose here again. Yeah, I know. I'm interrupting your podcast, but listen, do us a favor. Go over there and subscribe. Click that button. Follow us. Rate us. Judge us. Just give us the brutal, honest truth. We want to be judged. We want to be judged. I mean, you can write something nice. That'll be cool, too. All right, peace. Enjoy.
Sam Wise in the mix. I'm here with Val and Reese and LV in the building. We're going to get into our next topic. Love being here with y'all this afternoon. It's going to be afternoon soon, so.
Yep.
Hopefully you guys got your breakfast in. You guys are feeling good. You got some good music. So when was it cool? When was something cool and then somebody did something to ruin it?
Well, the word lit died. We talked about that already. It was killed.
Well, mine was just about 30 seconds ago when I was happy for my birthday and Reese reminded me how old I am.
Sorry.
She didn't just throw me under the bus. She
Listen.
taped me down under there and made sure it rode over me.
This is.
Yeah, I feel I have a fourth grader. I made LB feel really old because she used to change my son's Pampers. Like she was his first best friend in the whole world, and he is now 10 or going to be 10, and he's going to be going to the fourth grade, and it's a trip.
You know, like this is bad, but I love the sentiment. So a friend of mine gave me a gift, but prior to giving me the gift, she's like, "Well, when is your birthday? What year were you born?" Says whatever. I'm not gonna tell the year.
Right?
Why?
Because it's irrelevant to the story.
Why? because I don't want to. And anyway, so she got me this really big wine glass that can fit a whole bottle of wine in it, which is really cool. But my age is on the wine glass.
That's so rude. Why is she rude? Rude friend.
I think she meant the best out of it, but like it was a cool gift. But I'm like, now it says the number.
You should tell everybody that's the amount of ounces the glass holds.
That's a good idea.
You're gonna have somebody smart come one day and be like, "That's not true. I'm a glass maker."
What year were you born? Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh man.
No.
I don't know. I don't want to put anybody on the spot, but somebody I know got gifts like that, and they just put them under the counter. It was just like, let's just leave these here. We'll repackage them and give it to a gift to somebody else later.
Why are you looking at me though?
Let's just say if I want to give it to you, I gotta wait a couple years.
Save this for a later date. But have you ever done that? Have you ever repackaged like a gift that somebody gave you?
No.
Man, you're boring.
Well,
I've never done that. I don't think I've ever done that.
You know, like we have white elephant parties, like a group of friends of mine's.
Wow.
And oh my gosh, shut your face.
Oh, she.
So like, you get like a really crappy gift sometimes. And we have like some in the house, and I'm like, what am I going to do with this? Like, it's like a jar that can put coins in. Like, what am I going to do with this? Really?
I don't know. Put coins in it.
Like re-gift it for, but then they're going to know that like I was the one that got the gift. And because it's the same group of friends, I can't white elephant it again.
Yeah.
So, but who's going to want like a coin holder?
What'd you do, Val?
A coin holder.
Did you rewrap it, Val?
It's still in the bag in my closet.
Just go ahead and give that to somebody.
I'll just give it to you.
Happy birthday. I'm gonna just give it to Logan. Happy Easter.
I think
Hold your coins.
I think my uncool moment was I was like really like dancing, like really grooving, feeling myself, and my son goes, "Ew, Mom, stop." I was like,
kids will do it.
Kids are too honest.
Go away.
The uncool moment for me was when my mom got on Instagram.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Dude, she was on Facebook for the longest, and she didn't bother me. That was cool. And then Instagram came. She goes, "This is your personal Instagram?" I'm like, "No, it's my DJing, so stop."
Stop.
Does she comment on everything?
Yeah. Ay, qué lindo, mijo. Ay. And she doesn't even speak Spanish. That's the funny thing. Like, that's the crazy thing about my mom. She speaks like super American Spanish, but when she comments on stuff, people are like, "Yo, your mom's like super Puerto Rican." I'm like, "No, she's from Chicago."
That's hilarious.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man, it's funny.
Dude, you got to bring your mom on the show now.
Yeah.
That's it. Now we got to meet her.
No, she's called in before and embarrassed me. And then like Frank Rose and Michael, they think it's so funny. So every time we're on the air, they're like, "Hey, Sam's mom, can you call in, please?" This is the number.
I know she's commented a couple of times. They're like, "Wait, Sam, who's this?" "Oh, that's my mom."
That's my mom. No, I love her to death. She's cool, but it's just like, there's some things that she's not cool. You know, she ruins it for me.
My grandmother used to watch all the shows and comment on all of them, and that's always an experience, especially since like on our older shows from the other show, we used to talk about very racy sexual topics, and I'd be like, "Sign out! Like, what are you doing? Get off
the internet. Get off."
I don't know. My mom,
Push the X.
My mom's pretty cool. I like that. I like that attention when she comments on all my stuff.
Yeah.
I like feed into it. She's like, "Oh, my daughter's so amazing." I'm like, "Yes." Go ahead.
You're like,
Yes, I
"Thanks,
am."
Mom."
Everything she says. "Thanks, Mom." I love it.
Appreciate it more. Do it more.
You know that today I've already received like 10 comments. Like, Gloria commented on this. I don't know if she's going to everyone that said happy birthday and said thank you to them for me.
Oh, Bendito, that's so cute. She wanted to make sure you remembered your manners.
Now eat your vegetables.
Reese out here being a mom.
Oh my god. What's something that used to be really cool to do that is completely uncool now, and now you hate it because you really like doing it? Anything?
Well, I mean, I can only think of like dances, like, you know.
Really?
Yeah, like the Cabbage Patch.
Do it. No. Do the bounce.
Oh no.
If you are not watching us on the behind the scenes Facebook Live,
You're missing
definitely
everything.
missing out right
Just
now.
killed that. Yeah.
Because all the kids are flossing now.
They're
Oh my god!
that's right.
Wait, talk about Uncool. Did you guys see the viral Facebook video of the 9 old ladies trying to floss?
No.
Oh my god, I'm gonna find it and post it on our Facebook later. Or check out
apparently
Locura
not
Radio
viral.
later.
You know how to floss?
I don't even know what y'all talking about.
Oh, we gotta show it to you.
floss
Logan
in the
hasn't
morning.
flossed yet?
Nope.
Really? Oh my god, you guys. Seriously? It's a group of ladies that are all 65 plus, and they're standing in a line, and they're taking turns walking up and trying to floss. That is the funniest thing I have ever seen in my life.
I want to, you know, that one video that people are trying to imitate the lizard.
Oh yeah, the Spanish lizard.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's hilarious too.
that's so funny.
The lizard.
Yeah, I think I shared it with you guys on the chat one time.
You did.
And
It was
nobody,
hilarious.
nobody paid attention to
Oh, that's so old though.
But I mean,
That dance.
yeah, I
everybody
didn't
does.
try to do it.
You should try it.
I
One of our
should.
viewers said roller skating. Nobody thinks roller skating is cool anymore. And he
love
was just
roller
doing
skating.
that.
I didn't think it was cool from the beginning when I found my face. Let's be real about that.
You know who's a really good roller skater and like does all the turns and skates backwards and all that?
That's
Wow.
not.
Andrew. You would think he was like an 80s baby. Like, he is hilarious on roller skates.
Isn't he an 80s baby?
No, he's younger than me.
He's a
Let's
90s
not
baby?
go down that road.
But did you rob the cradle?
Kind of.
Oh my
A little
god.
bit.
I didn't even know that.
I've got some years on him. But yeah, he is literally like ridiculous on roller skates. It's hilarious.
Anyways, they're perfect together. That's all that matters.
My first job as a DJ was actually at a roller skating rink.
That's so
There was
cute.
and then they were just like, hey, you know, you should. I don't know how to roller skate. They're like, well, if you want to work for the summer camp, you have to learn. I said, but I'm doing the nightclub. They're like, but you're gonna do the daycare too. I'm like, okay, fine. So I was trying and I couldn't stop. They're like, look, it's so easy, just stop. I'm like, yeah,
It's
stop.
really hard.
I'm fine until you tell me to stop. It's over after
I
that.
used to run into the walls.
Face Plant City.
Yeah.
Me too. Just stop.
Yeah.
You're
Oh my
spelling
God.
boom.
And then there used to be like that cute girl that you tried to be cool with and you just stopped in the back, boom. Like you meant to do that, but I couldn't stop.
You guys are so extra. Just skate around
You guys
the
are
rink.
you guys are uncool.
Yes,
I'm not uncool.
Literally.
Dude,
I
I'm uncool.
like stuff like that though. I like rollerblading. I like roller skating.
Mm-hmm.
I like riding bike. I like ice skating.
You know what I learned last week at the company picnic? That little kids, Praven's age, don't know how to jump rope.
What?
That boggled my mind. One of the obstacles was to jump rope, and they all stared at the rope and looked at us. None of them knew what to do with it. They were ages about 5 to about 12.
Are you serious?
And none of them, they were like, okay, you got to jump rope 20 times, and they all just stared at us. They literally jumped
That's
over the rope. The rope was on the ground, and they all jumped. They didn't know what. They didn't know what jump rope was.
They've never seen Rocky before either.
I mean,
Oh,
they're
God,
5 and
really?
12, so no.
Creed.
When I was in
He
fourth
jump ropes?
grade, we did like this thing called Jump Rope for Hope. So it was like to raise awareness
for
heart disease.
Yeah.
And we would just jump away. We thought it was cool because it was a competition, but actually they were just teaching us to be healthy. You know, kids. You're like, oh, you're gonna win a prize, so
Nope.
you jump as much as you
They
can.
don't know how to jump rope.
How about hula hoop?
Praven knows how to hula hoop, but I think that's more for me being corny than him learning at school
I'm
or anything like that.
embarrassing hula hoop.
I can't do it anymore.
I know the song.
I think we have more curves in places we didn't used to, so I can't do it anymore either.
I just got no rhythm. I'm just like, come on. And I realize how crazy I look when someone's just staring at me like, are you okay?
Are you hula hooping?
God.
I'm like, let me just put this down.
Listen, I'm the person that like always says I go too far.
What do you mean?
I say a joke and I go too far, and it's not funny anymore.
Oh, see,
I do
find
that a lot.
See, but Val has female version of dad jokes that I find
Oh my
hilarious, and I
gosh.
die. But then again, me and Val are like basically the same person, so it's
Pretty
only
much.
fitting that I like.
Oh,
crack
I
up
love
at her.
those moments when you just crack jokes and laugh back and forth.
Like for no freaking reason, and everybody stare. We do it to Sam all the time. Him and Mike be looking at us like, okay.
Yeah, Mike doesn't like dad jokes. Like it makes him uncomfortable.
That's the funny thing. He doesn't like dad jokes, but he posts his like dad
But
jokes all the time.
he's a walking dad joke. Are you kidding me? Mike is hilarious. We love you, Mike. He is a walking dad joke.
Wait till you guys see him or hear him next week.
Yes.
He's funny.
Both.
He's a stand-up comedian.
And he's awesome.
On a good day.
Yeah.
On a
On a good day.
He's the number 10.
Not even.
Oh,
Mike.
Sorry, that just came out.
gonna-
You set it up. It was so easy.
I'm gonna tell him.
I'm tagging him.
It's not like we're on air and he can't hear what I just
That's
said. I'm gonna tell him,
I
but
didn't
he's
say
probably
anything.
listening.
Ooh, I'm just kidding.
It's fine. I'll fight him in the alley.
He'll
You'll
get
win.
you with his dance moves. Dance off. Oh my God. Oh, we love you, Mike. We miss you.
I'll try to throw that in there real quick. Good job. Good cover up, Reese.
Covering all the bases.
Gosh.
Enjoy.
Oh my God.
Come on, guys. That's cool.
That is cool.
It is
You know
cool.
what?
I just like the way you say it.
Since you said like what used to be cool, like I hate it because now I'm like I say things and my girlfriend's like that's what you think is cool, but I don't go out anymore. Like I don't go out dancing or to clubs or
Right.
do anything like that. Like now a night out to me is like going home, maybe going to a dinner or coming home and just
Chinese
always
food.
being home and watching movies or just
That's what we were like
being
last
home.
night.
Like that's it.
We were like last night. Let's go out, and everybody was like, "Where do we go?
Yeah, you know,
Like, what do we do?"
I swear I used to know what was popping like every single night.
Mike says, "Excuse me, I'm hearing all of this."
Whoa.
He's not here to defend himself. Oh no!
She said 10.
Oh my God. Scott says, everyone groans at my dad jokes, but I think they're hilarious. And actually, Scott, they are hilarious. Scott's pretty freaking funny. But, oh my God. So yeah, where are we going next with music?
All right, we're gonna play some champagne poppy. Some Jay Drake.
I wish we
That's
had
his
champagne.
Instagram, I don't know.
I don't know.
Come on.
Don't say it.
Get
Just
the cool.
don't. You know, it's one thing when you read it. Don't say it.
All right, guys, we're gonna get back at you in a few minutes. Enjoy.
Welcome back to the Locura Radio Show.
She's
I
totally
thought you said me. Sorry, Val. tell.
It's
Well, that
okay.
was interesting.
Yeah, well, I heard her breathe, and I was like, nope.
Nope.
Oh, it's never a dumb moment. I'm sorry.
Man, I wish I could stay here like 3 hours more with you guys.
I know.
I had so much fun.
We're heading to the tail end of our show. It's every Saturday from 10 to noon. So if you liked it, tell a friend. You know, tell a friend.
Sharing
hey,
is caring.
Be like, hey, you know, if you have trouble waking up, just listen to this Locura people.
The Locura.
They're
Locura.
crazy.
The Locura.
Can I tell you, there's not one show that has gone on that at the end they don't make fun of the way I say locura. He makes it. He goes, you go locura.
Say it like
Shut up.
She's.
I don't say it.
No.
Like, I've never said
No,
that.
she says it like a weird way. I don't know.
It does
Oh my
not. Like she says to the O. It was strange. It's like something with the O.
Yeah,
Locura.
Locura. No, it's
know,
like
it's
Lucura.
Say it again,
Yeah.
Reese.
Oh my god. I say locura, and they say I say it wrong.
Now you
Now you did it.
No,
Right.
I always did.
I can tell the difference.
This is like
Oh.
the debate always.
Thank you. You have fun, LV?
I had a great time. I really, really enjoy your guys' show. This is my first time. I've watched your show, but this is my first time sitting in.
Yeah.
On the actual show, and it's wonderful. And I
Dope.
can't wait to grow with you guys. And you know, I'm looking forward to getting you guys multiple times throughout the week on our platform.
Tear.
Cool,
Yeah,
guys.
okay. You know what you do.
So go ahead and follow us on our Facebook. It's Locura, Locura radio show on Facebook. We made it really easy for you. It's also on Instagram, just like that,
And Twitter.
and Twitter, and Snapchat, right?
And Snapchat.
Hey, follow us on Snapchat. We have some shenanigans going to be happening.
Yes.
Soon. Anywhere else they can find us?
And don't
ladies?
forget
I
to
forgot.
follow our Spotify channels. So you not only can you hear the podcasts and replays of the show, but you can follow each of our individual playlists and get to know our individual musical styles and
If you want to
tastes.
know a little bit of a bio between all of us on our website, Locura, Locura radio.com, you can listen to indie jams on there as well. We appreciate them 110%. You can catch us now every Saturday at our new home here in Indie Jams.
Yep.
Download that TuneIn app or just go to indiejams.com, right?
Yep. That's the thing now. So if you get tired of what's on the radio like me, like I'm so sick of the radio, I have the TuneIn app. It's just like iHeartRadio. You type in Indie Jams and you can literally listen to Indie Jams all day long. Make sure you absolutely are on from 10 to 12 every Saturday morning where you can catch us.
Hey, if you want to request some music, I'm open to it throughout the week. Just email us, info@locuraradioshow.com or
info@locuraradio.com.
there you go.
There you
I don't
go.
even know it.
.com.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week. DJ Sam Wise, Val and Reese in the building with y'all. We love you guys. Stay blessed. Be safe. Peace.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Locura Radio Show. Make sure you check out all of our crazy episodes by subscribing to us on iTunes. Do yourself a favor and subscribe to Locura Radio Show on YouTube for exclusive video content and show replays you definitely don't want to miss. For more info and all of the content, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Be sure to rate and review us. We are Locura, the radio show with good vibes, crazy talks, and positive music.